Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, we have one of those games.
I'm about to play my dynasty game right now, too. Everybody watching Chris versus John game, I guess.
The Wisconsin Badgers taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Chris Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Badgers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. A first down for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they try the middle of this deep. That is not happening. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Trying to escape and get it himself.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got him looking one, but they're going to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they line up the scoreboard covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
I'm in a game right now.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right thing.
It started in 28 minutes, but I don't know who is advancing. He's in the game.
Let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
He's going to pass. It's complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part and the intermediate part. And then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. Tackle was made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Stands in and takes the hit. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Back to pass, it's House. This time he's got his man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Power football with the run. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They go to the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Let's it fly. Finds a man on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. On the run, it's Scott. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oregon State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up 14 over Northwestern. Any big developments offense in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. At the 35, he's loose. He's off to the races. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
That's got to make you feel good offensively. The first game of the year.
This nigga whooping John ass, boy. Goddamn.
You know, for them, they take pride in their ability running the football, and they're getting that established early this season.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Dropping back, it's House. Throws to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
The give to the back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying play action. Hard running there. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Badgers getting that pass rush from the second level, like they did with a T.J. Watt or his brother who played up front who transferred from Central Michigan.
They've had a long list of guys, and it's funny, they all kind of look the same. You know, athletic, smart guys that are tough guys, but one thing you have to have in Wisconsin for defense, versatility when you play linebacker.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He spins that thing down the middle. And he's got it at the 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Panthers are on the move. Going up top on first down. A strike downfield.
Nigga, he getting his ass whooped, bro.
And they take it in for
This shit bad. They both streaming on YouTube. I'm watching it while I'm playing my game. That nigga suck. I can't even say suck, but I don't know. He having a bad game, bro. Oregon, Chris doing whatever he want to do on offense. He about to score again. It's about to be at least 27-0 to 30-0 in the second quarter, bro. No, yes. Professor X and Derek in a battle in my league.
Good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
This Josh D, that's about to take
Now
forever.
we'll get a chance to see
You'll
if
be
they can
finished
answer
playing
that
Malik by the time he
last
come
score,
back.
trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should
No.
go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be
Josh
afraid to
D take
dial up
forever.
plays that you've already
Then the
had
nigga
success
won't
with.
answer
He
and forget
walks
that y'all
right
had a
down the
game.
sideline. He's got another 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
From the red zone, looking for a space. With the catch, it's Barnhart. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Man, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good change-up. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. Might not be huge gains all the time, but man, it keeps that DB open.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He now has 53 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Goff. On the move at the 30. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Pitt. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, the best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Dropping back, it's House. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's complete. A huge pickup. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On second down, they'll take to the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Holstein. Getting some heat. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving. He just works to get himself open, to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He'll take a shot. Intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Line gets set, first down. And off to Jones. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
He'll try to loosen him up from deep in his own end. Looking to the big tight end. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
One more snap coming before halftime. The give to the tailback. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Panthers will line up to kick off and start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Shows him the stiff arm. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense set on first down. Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw, it's House. He unleashes a long one. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
First down here for the offense. Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got a man. It's Goff. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing the running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Hit right back to the line. Now the play fake. Dances away from the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense out.
My nigga Professor X over there balling.
Here he comes with the return.
All right, Professor X.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They're down by 21 points. But you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to throw on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half. But I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season. And this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner goes down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
You've got a third and manageable, back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
DB's right up on the receivers. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh. They're hurting this defense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking downfield, it's House. Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, I'll give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Right, good job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll fire to his right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Offense back on the field and ready to roll. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Makes a connection. Got a lot of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Leaves it with the running back. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Trying to get to it. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Eastern Michigan is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to San Diego State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. With the catch, it's English. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game. That's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
No, free agency is live in OTS, I guess, even though these niggas ain't posting no schedule. Tyrese, Chris Cousin. He just changed his name. Mm-hmm.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive.
Oh, good luck with that shit. That nigga, boy. Whoever would have could have it. 300 million in my ass. That's my new thing next Madden. I'm not re-signing no quarterback to big money. I can't wait to start all over again and pay less. Listen, man, I try to tell him. So they think shit's sweet. The only teams I lose to in the playoffs is these fucking SEC teams, bro. No, I was watching. I turned that shit off. I was robbery with no weapons.
This has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers.
I can't believe this nigga stayed all 3 years, though.
Trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Quarterback checking the play. He's looking for a man on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's gone. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps his drive.
He's 30. I told you I wasn't re-signing nobody except the linebacker that Malik traded me. That was the only one. And I only re-signed him because he became an X Factor at the end of the season.
To the air. It's Holstein. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third.
I mean, it's probably only the last year left. Anybody I signed is probably going to be a 1-year deal, bro. I need another receiver now. I'll let Tony and Jalen Hyatt go.
The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs.
You sign one of them old niggas for a 1-year deal?
Give to the back. Discards a man. Knocked out at the 25-yard line.
Go ahead. You can't throw the ball past 10 yards.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you run offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking.
They're just imposing their will, David. That's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting the
Touchdown, Panthers!
Niggas don't fuck with me.
Pummeling has started.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season.
I think I'm falling off.
Everything they threw up in the offseason has worked.
I forgot we still paying for this basketball shit. It's worth it
The
though.
kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barry Johnson. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And they make the tackle, but he has
That's one of the best decisions I ever did. Moving my safety to corner, bro. This one.
Because it has to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it. Everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot see it.
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you.
Because you just joined, that means you can't do the first stage.
Maybe time to start getting more guys stopping that run, not worrying about the passes.
Wasn't he kicked? He just joined back though. Yes, you did, boss. You said you left. You felt you got cheated and you left the league. You just said that before you signed off earlier, bro.
To be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1.
Boss left on. Boss, you left on your own, bro. You just said it earlier.
And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
Oh, can you talk about Madden?
He has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket.
There's no free agency on college.
The fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David. Hit the afterburners, kid. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation,
I said you can't see Madden because you just rejoined.
defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road have to play this offense, man. They're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Touchdown, Pitt! And the stomping has commenced.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in it. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team.
Open runway ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the lane.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You just gonna tell a nigga you gonna beat him up? Oh, that's crazy.
Getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing his pass.
Handoff to Jones. Plows through the defense. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Badger. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
I'm about to miss the whole free agency. This nigga's crazy.
It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. First down here for the offense. The give as they work on that clock. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Trying the left side. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there. Just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They'll keep it on the ground. Went to the running game on 3rd down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further. Signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard to practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air. It's House. And down he goes back at the 3.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Motion from the offense. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Another
because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Oh, they don't eat that anymore because they usually for